Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out if you enjoy the video, as it really does help my channel, but it also helps others to see and hear the messages that they're meant to get, okay? It circulates the video. I want to remind you it is a general reading. It's definitely going to resonate completely for some of you, but not all of you. So take what does resonate and leave the rest behind, okay? So this reading is going to be the full moon in Aries. This is all about rebirth, realities, struggles, and forgiveness. And Yasmin Boland says that the first thing to note about this full moon is that it's the first one in the new lunar cycle. And the previous full moon was in Pisces, the last of the 12 signs of the zodiac. So Aries is the first sign and therefore makes this the first new lunar cycle, first moon in the new lunar cycle. So if you want to see what happens in your life when you work with the full moon every month, now's the time to commit. While working with the new moon is fun and amazing, it's working with the full moon and releasing resistance through forgiveness and surrender that truly allows us to consciously create our lives. Why? Because in doing that release work, we become more energetically clear, and when that happens, it's much easier for us to send out our dreams to the universe. So think of yourself like a radio. When you're energetically clear, you're tuned into the right station on the right frequency and broadcasting your intentions clearly. So in other words, what we feel is what we put out to the universe, and what we put out is exactly what comes back to us. So release any and all anger and upset and resentment at the full moon, and you'll feel good. And when you feel good, you manifest and attract and create great things, consciously or not. These are all things to think about at this full moon, which looks like being fiery and perhaps extra emotional. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a minute. Okay, so obviously we've got the Moonology cards here. And the first one we've got here is the full moon. Surrender to divine. Always. It's always about surrendering. It's always about releasing, letting go. And then the other one we have is full moon in Aries, because this is a full moon in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. Ooh. Some of us could be having tower moments. Ugh. Although some of those tower moments can be good. They can be good surprises, good shocks. Unexpected, right? Okay, so I think that is everything that I need to go over with you here for this. So let's get into doing the zodiac readings. Okay, Capricorn. Let's get into your full moon in Aries reading. First, I want to make you aware that this full moon is going to be in your 4th house, okay? And what that means for you is that if you've been working really hard to try and achieve some personal goals, although that seems like a good thing most of the time, this is not the time for that, okay? Because right now, Spirit is asking you to enter this cycle that you're entering with this full moon and find balance between your outer goals and your inner needs, okay? And to take a look at your family relationships and just get a feel for whether or not everything is going as smoothly as you'd like. Because if it's not, this is definitely the time that you're going to want to put some energy into that part of your life, okay? Okay, let's start your reading here. We're going to start with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. All the decks are listed below. Okay, click on the title of this video. That will drop my description box down. The link to your extended is down there as well. Okay, first card out. You have Card 27 breaks down to a 9. That's all about tying up loose ends, bringing things to a close, because there's an ending. And as we know already, full moons are all about endings and releasing. This is a waning crescent 4 moon card, and it is all about releasing. Okay, it's the release card. Card number 2, which is all about duality, relationships, partnerships, new moon, beginnings. So that's in a couple of weeks. And once I've got the cards out, we're going to put them in order of date based on the moon, the timing of the moon. Card 41 breaks down to a 5. This is all about change. This is the Queen of the Moon. And this is sovereignty. This is big. This is big, and I'll explain that when we get to that. Now you have card 40. 40 breaks down to a 4, and the 4 is all about commitments and unions, reunions. It's about your foundation. This is the long night moon, and it's darkness. If I'm not mistaken, the long night moon is the right before the new moon. Okay, so now we're going to put these cards in order based on timing of the moon that's on the card. Okay, so to put them in order of date, they're almost there, okay? So your first card is going to be the release card, because the waning crescent 4 is November 1st, okay? So right around the end of October into the beginning of November, it's energy, right? So, you know, November 1st, it's not, yes, it's going to happen November 1st. It's going to be around the end of October, beginning of November, that you release what you need to release, or you're being asked to release something, okay? Now, the next card is darkness, because this is the long moon night. The long moon night is the last day, the last night before the full new moon. Before the new moon is a complete new moon. So as you can see on this card, there's just such a teeny tiny little bit of light that you can see on the moon. This is probably a day to 3 days worth of time before the new moon. Okay, so we're going to give it a date of November 3rd, though. It's going to be dark. It's going to seem dark. Okay, whatever it is you're being asked to release possibly is making it seem dark. Now the sovereignty card, I'm going to leave it where it is because there's no timing on this. So where it falls, okay? The darkness, when you come out of the darkness, you have the sovereignty card, which is supreme power and authority. So whatever you're releasing here, and it makes it, you know, it puts you into a bit of a dark time possibly. It's obviously darkest before the light, because right after that, you gain supreme power and authority over your life and your world. And then you shift into this new beginning at new moon time. So this is basically about a, not even a 2-week period for you, because you're being asked to release something on November 1st. And the new moon is November 4th. It's not even a week. So that could be why it feels dark, because it's happening like snap of a finger fast for you, okay? So now we're going to get some Lunasomnia cards to tie all of this together and just kind of see if we can figure out what it is that you need to release here and what that darkness is. For some of you, the darkness could just be timing, right? Okay, so So on the release and the dark, oh, and the darkness card, no, it's not just dark. It is going to be dark. It's going to feel dark. You've got the Tower. Something is being released from your life. This is probably something that either Spirit has been guiding you to let go of, and you haven't, because maybe you haven't wanted to. Or it's something you're completely unaware of, and it's just one of those things that, you know, the Tower comes in and changes things up, and that's it. Done. Right? It could be a good Tower as well. Okay? Sometimes the unexpected comes in, and it's a good unexpected. And maybe it moves you out of darkness that you've been in and into this place of power, and then the new beginning. So now on the darkness and the sovereignty card, yeah, see, you have the Six of Swords. This is Spirit moving you into a better place and time. You're moving out of the darkness. So I feel like a lot of you are releasing the darkness, the dark time, whatever that was for you. It's going to be different for everybody, but whatever that was, Spirit is, it's done. Spirit is saying, no more. That's done. You're not going to be in the darkness anymore. We're going to pull you out of the darkness into a place of power and authority, and you are strong again. This is not going to continue for very long. Those of you that are in this, I feel like you maybe have been in it for a while. It's time to release that darkness, that period of time that you've been going through. So now in sovereignty and beginnings, you have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're walking away from something here, for sure. You're walking away from an old way of being, doing, having. You're letting go. But if you notice, she's holding one of these cups. So you're moving toward an Ace of Cups. A new beginning in love, or a new beginning that you will love. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This feels pretty good. Ooh, Eight of Swords, bottom of the deck, part of your overall energy. Some of you have been living in fear and negativity for a while. That's leaving. That's what's being released. You are releasing the fear, the negativity, and that's the darkness. And maybe you've been stuck. Maybe you haven't been able to rid yourself of that for whatever reason. Spirit's going to do it for you. And it's going to happen fast, and it's going to be sudden, and it's going to be unexpected, but it's moving you to a much better place. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Capricorn. So happy for you. Okay, let's get some Gaia Oracle cards now. Oops. This is huge growth for you, Capricorn. That's what I'm hearing. You're moving from this dark place into total alignment. And your true authentic self, and moving towards your new beginning. That's awesome. Okay, so on the Tower and the Six of Swords, you have, yes, card 22. 22 does not break down because it's an Ascended Master's number. Okay, so you have absolutely angels all around you, guiding you, moving you, shifting you. Six of Swords, right? Sacred journey, life cycles, family, transformation. Absolutely. You are on a sacred journey now, and you will be once this Tower hits, for sure. Okay, on top of the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, you've got card 43, breaks down to a 7. That is a very divine number. Divine intervention, divine guidance, divine timing. It's intuitive communication. This is the divine spirit guides talking to you. Silent whispers of the heart. Yeah, you're being guided for sure. The Six of Swords is you basically being picked up in the hands of Spirit, God, whatever you call it, and moved to a better place. Away from that which no longer serves you. Out of fear, grief, anything negative. Ooh, this is so cool. So cool. Okay, what card are we getting next, angels? Yeah, that's what I thought. Heal yourself, because there's some healing taking place here. So let's just have a look. Spirit's pointing out the Tower card and then taking me back to the surrender to the divine. Whatever this is, whatever this Tower moment is, surrender to it. Because it is taking you someplace much better, okay? And here's further confirmation on that. Card 26 breaks down to an 8. Spirit is moving you toward abundance, okay? Letting go. Just let go. Surrender, let go, and move forward. Move forward with this, because it is going to take you someplace so much better than where you've been. Okay, now we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card. Ooh, some of you have had financial problems. Not anymore. Maybe this is what Spirit's moving you toward. Maybe all of this was financial issues. And you've got a reward coming in. That is amazing. Okay, let's get a Synchronicity Oracle card. You're being rewarded, Capricorn, because you have been through it. You guys have been struggling. You have been doing the work. You've been, you know, I can feel it. At times it's been brutal. In fact, this one feels like a brutal. Oh, wow. Long-term relationship. Okay, so this line here is release, Tower, sacred journey, letting go, and financial reward. This line, new beginnings, letting go of the old, being guided by Spirit, so let go, because you have a long-term relationship coming in. Some of you have finances and love coming in. Some of you have one or the other. Maybe all of you have both. That would be awesome. Okay. This deck? No. Okay. Okay, yes. We're getting both. Oh, you're getting both. Okay. Whispers of Love and Island Time Wellness. Lucky you, Capricorn. Okay. And Spirit is saying we're going to know why once both cards are out. Okay, that's interesting. That has never happened before. But I'm okay with that. So on top of financial reward coming soon and long-term relationship, you have card 29. Breaks down to an 11. That is a soul path number. You are getting on path towards your destiny, Capricorn. Forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. Let it go. It sits right below the letting go card. You got to let it go. Forgive. Whatever this is that you need to forgive, forgive. Let it go. Because it's going to move you into finances and love. Okay, now you get an Island Time Wellness card 2. Hammer. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. So this, when we don't forgive, it's I guess you could say it's like holding a grudge, right? You're hanging on to past disappointments. But what that does is it sabotages your future. It sabotages your present and therefore your future. So you've got to let go. These both are under the letting go. And so now you will understand for sure why you had to have both these cards, because it's your world and you will get it, I'm sure. I don't, because I'm not a Capricorn. But there is self-sabotage here because of lack of forgiveness. Or someone needs to forgive you and hasn't, and that's been holding you up. Let it go. Forgive yourself for whatever that was, if that's the case, Capricorn. Just let it go. Don't allow yourself to beat yourself up, because that'll hold you back too. Okay? Okay, now I want to ask your guides and spirit what it is that you need to and can do, be, think, and or feel to pull out of this and get into this long-term relationship and the financial reward that's on its way. And you've got to be aligned energetically to it for it to come to you. And you're not yet. But let's find out how you can get there to that place. We're going to do that in the extended. The link is down below in the description box. You've got to click on the title of this video to get it to drop down. Those of you that are going over, I will see you over there. Those of you that are not, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.